So, today's Sunday. What are we, the 6th now?
Yep.
Yeah, it is the 6th. It is the day after Revenge of the 5th, as well as Free Comic Book Day.
And Cinco de Mayo, depending if you're wanting to celebrate that and just be a drunk.
Well, I mean, there are some areas that do celebrate it for cultural purposes.
There's only
but
one city in Mexico that celebrates it. That's
well,
it.
True.
That's all it is.
But
it was
still,
their independence from France or whatever.
Independence from
I don't remember what it is.
Wow.
That was their battle. I thought they were fighting France.
Spain.
Spain.
Oh, Spain.
Spain.
Whatever. Again,
Wow.
an hour ago.
And this is what we call the San Antonio public school systems right here.
No, Alice school systems.
Oh, never mind.
This is Alice. They didn't teach us that even.
The Lego store.
Which one? The one in North Park?
North Star Mall. Yeah. It's the only one here in San Antonio.
Oh, okay.
For now. They're supposedly building a bigger one in downtown, but that one will not be available until the end of 2018.
Oh, wow.
So, I wanted to build a whole horde of Lego unicorns. Like, I wanted to have just a farm of Lego unicorns. So, hey, if I want to build, like...
Best Buy.
Apparently, because the Lego store couldn't help me out here.
Oh, see, that's what I made it actually.
Yeah. So, I've got my little booklet with me. I've got my little online tutorials for other little unicorn ideas, so I can even have different types of unicorns. And I'm all excited. I get to the Lego store. I get my bucket, so I can buy my bucket of parts out of their big wall in the back. Because for any of you who have been to a Lego store, you walk in, and the first thing that hits you is right in the back of the store, there's this giant wall. And it looks like it has every...
Giant what? A wall.
Yeah, it could protect you from the White Walkers of the North, but it's nothing but Legos. And it shows you...
Doesn't sound very protective.
But if you look at this, it's like, it has all the Legos. Every color under the sun that you could ever need for anything.
No, they don't, apparently.
Obviously not. So I needed white Legos.
Racist.
Unicorns are white.
Hey, I've seen black unicorns.
I also needed... Well, that couldn't have helped me either. I'll get to that, too. Because I was willing to be flexible with this and say, hey, I can make some I can make some different unicorns. I'll make me some blue ones. It'll be like My Little Ponies, but it's going to be unicorns. So let's start with what happens with the white Legos.
Are there unicorns in My Little Pony? I don't know. You have a
I don't know.
in that book.
I don't know.
Okay.
There are a pair of scissors here, sir.
Don't stab me again.
Again? Shh. Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sorry.
I forgot.
So, I go to get the Legos, and I've got my list, and I'm like, okay, so I need the blocks, I need the 4x4, and I need a 2x2, and I need the single ones with a little hole on the sides. Okay, let me get my bucket. I'm all excited to have my bucket. Got my bucket going up to the wall, and I'm like, white Legos, where are the white Legos? There's the white Legos. Oh, 2x2. Yeah, I need 2x2. I need 2x2. Okay, I get them out. Look up on the tips of my toes, like, give me all the white Legos. Get them in my bucket. And I figure I'm going to determine how many I make by how many will fit in my hand. So, like, I just grab a fistful. Okay, what else do I need? Okay. Now I need some the flat ones, the 2x6s. Okay, where's the white? Oh, got green. All right, got red. Got beige. Got yellow.
This is legitimately what happened. I was there.
I'm like...
And I'm like, okay, that's fine. Yo, I can work with this. I can maybe work with this. Maybe. Okay. You know, let me look for. Let me just find all the white ones. So I'll start with just the white ones, and then like rather than going down the list and checking off what I need, I'll just get the white Legos, and then I'll determine it from there. There was not another single bin of white Legos. All they had, and oh, you don't have any Legos out here. There's just two little nubs, and it's a little brick. That's all they had. So I'm like, all right, like I said, I can work with this. We'll go My Little Pony. All they have in baby powder blue are the 4x4 flats. So I'm like, okay, you know, I know that there's like a bunch of, there's like, it looks like there might be more up there, but it may just be a facade. You know what? The guy's coming over to ask me if I need help. Let me tell him what I'm looking for.
I'm afraid to ask what happened.
He's like, well, and
Wait, are we talking like a kid walked up to you?
No,
like employee.
Employee.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's like, hi, how can I help you? Find everything okay? I'm like, actually, you know, this is my plan. I want to build a horde of unicorns. Told him straight out, I want to build a horde of unicorns.
Okay, and this all stemmed because Lego's doing their anniversary stuff, and they have like the different colors. You can get the little red box, the little blue box, and then they have the rainbow box, which gives you instructions on how to make a unicorn. And this is where it all started from.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I'm like, yeah, so I want to build a horde of unicorns, but these are the only white unicorn blocks I can find, and I can't find any more blocks that would, of other colors to make these horses. Is there like another area? Is there an area where I can just buy like a, like...
I think somebody just looked at you and walked away.
I would have bought like a crate of just like blue Legos in every size. And he's like, I'm like, you know, do these get rotated out? Do you get new stocking? Because I was like, hey, maybe I'll buy these ones first, and I'll come back for more. Oh, so yeah, we don't ever really know what we're gonna get. They just kind of send us everything. Like every 90 days, they'll send us like a new supply for the wall. I'm like, so you guys are the Lego store, and this is the only white batch of Lego blocks you have. Well, yeah, but if you check back with us in like 3 months, we should have some more.
In 3 months, when you can just go online by that point and order everything.
That's the other thing he tells me is he directs me to the website, which I'm all for online commerce, but I also like to support the folks that are like working hard in these stores.
Bella.
And
Dark baby.
I kid you not, and it took a whole lot for me because that was really kind of like the disappointment of my day.
Well, that's your biggest first world
And so,
problem.
No, first world problem. No, legitly, I swear to God, I was like, oh my God, she's gonna show all these little 5, 6, 7-year-olds how to throw a temper tantrum because she's about to lose it in the store, and I'm just gonna stand over here and watch.
Welcome to first world problems now.
Well, here's the thing. I was even willing to say, you know what? Let me look at these boxes and see if they have enough of the parts I might need. Like, you know, the big bundles, like the 200, 300, 400 piece.
Yeah.
Maybe there's something I can work with here. Part. They call it a slant. It's basically like a little triangle. Even in the wall in the back, that I think was the part that got me the most. Is if you're going into the Lego store and you're going to go to that wall in the back, you're probably going because you need specific Legos.
Yeah.
Or you're just like, hey, I can make my kid happy for like $9, and so we're just going to pile a bunch of Legos in here that of the colors they like. Fine. But looking at this wall, not only do they not have anything other than like one type of block for the colors they have a lot of these cubbies that are filled with like weird parts. Like boat steering wheels. And
odds and ends, okay.
Yeah, the weird odds and ends though.
Yeah.
Not it was like you'd have like a thing of like blue hands. Like little like C-shaped things.
Yes. Not what you meant.
Yeah. And then you'd have like this other weird thing that was like a black thing with like some green sprouts shooting out of it. And then you'd have like steering wheels. And you'd have like these weird clear bits that were like.
So I was making a green boat.
So
with a trim of black.
So to let you know, that was the gist of it. She could probably go on for hours about this. But
yeah, I could.
Okay, so first world problems, good. That's good. That's a good way to start this
And
day.
I'm just saying, I really like. I could have shown those kids how to do the best tantrum ever, and I really, really kind of wanted to.
No, that
I did. I was so upset. I was so disappointed. It was, how can you call yourselves a Lego store?
Easy, they sell Legos.
And not be able to walk in there and buy the Legos I need. I was so excited because Grandma's going to take me to the Lego store so I can buy all the Legos I need.
I'm going to solve your problem right here. And then you can just be done with this. Brick and more on Bandera.
Yeah, that's where we're going later. Like probably next week.
You're done. You'll be fine. He has everything there.
He better have everything there. I'm going to be really disappointed.
He has a lot of stuff there. So there you go.
So that was her thing. Now, however, in the same trip,
oh God,
I got something and it made my heart glow.
Is that what's in the?
Oh yes, this is what's in the bag.
Yeah, he's like, I don't know if I want to tell you to the video.
Like I say this simply because I know Vash here is.
If it's Halo or Spider-Man, I'm gonna be mad.
No, he's gonna be even more mad because they just put these up on the shelf. For those who can't see, this is from a gold hoarder from Sea of Thieves, and yes, I got one. And the thing is, they put them on the thing, and as soon as they put up, the guy was like, "Wait, we can't put those out yet." And I was like, before he said that, I yanked one off. It's like it's in my hand.
You already
I'm buying it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm sorry. That was the epic find for me for the day.
Like honestly, like Think Geek kind of saved our day. Like # sponsored, not sponsored. Would like to be sponsored. Think Geek.
Here, yeah, because now you're co-op and you're not on your. You think you had
Enjoy.
I always had it. I was always good if I needed it.
Oh, okay.
But I just usually ran around and like.
I just ran around and watched these people like lose their minds, like.
There you go.
And which is why I can't play at night because I'm like, yeah, they cray.
I mean, yeah, that's how it works. So did y'all see Avengers yet?
No.
God damn it.
We're going to go see it probably Wednesday. Well, dude,
You know,
family. Okay, when
she
family
would go. I'm
comes
sure
into
to
town-
see it.
Family
No,
came
we
into
asked.
town. Hold on. Family came into town and honestly hadn't seen them in
No,
over
no.
a year.
I
You
know, I get
everything
that.
kind of went put on a hiatus.
I get.
So yeah, we are going to go see Avengers.
I'll see it like 6 times by the time y'all see it once. That's the sad
Well,
thing.
you know that's because some of us,
What?
work during the day.
And
I'm just saying.
I'm
I mean,
just saying,
I
don't
look at the
sleep.
bootleg. God knows there's probably a bootleg
There's
already
probably
floating.
like 10 of bootlegs
You
out there
know.
already of it.
Never liked
I
bootleg.
mean, you could
It
look
looks
up
like
the
crap.
Avengers X and see. You can watch that.
I want to watch Super Troopers too, but I haven't seen that yet either.
So I don't want to talk about that since these two haven't seen it, and that's the only way to watch it.
Well, I
So
mean,
you have to watch it.
I heard that like Rocket gets in the
Hey,
Spirit
that's
bomb.
okay.
That's like
Speaking of
300
Deadpool
episodes.
too,
Yeah.
I got told that I was in the movie. They said if I just
Yeah.
shave my goatee off, I'm in there.
Yeah. Have you not seen the previews?
yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it. I'm like,
He's in there. That's him. That's you. That's you. No power. You just showed up.
you know what? As a reader of Marvel comics, I guarantee you he has powers. You guys don't know it yet, and I think I know
already
talking about
know
who he is.
I know who it is.
I'm really hoping that is the case.
You'll get it.
Yeah, anyways,
Um,
I'm Mary Poppins, John.
Mary Poppins, y'all. Okay, so I mean, I want to talk about that because I won't spoil anything for them, especially if they don't know any of the stuff. So, I mean, that's kind of out. Free Comic Book Day, you see, I haven't read any of your comics yet. So,
Well, I mean, I've looked at a few of them. I mean, they had some pretty good stuff, though. Of course,
Yeah.
I love Free Comic Book Day because you always get Machina, which is a really awesome steampunk comic.
yeah, grab that one too.
Yeah, I grabbed them all.
Oh, Freddie.
Same here.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. Freddie Lopez was there, promoting his
did you
art.
say Freddie Lopez Jr. because he is Jr.
Yeah, Freddie Lopez Jr. Sorry.
Just because I don't know if
Yeah.
his dad's in there or not.
And one thing that he talked about was a new game that's going to be coming out for all of you dwarf lovers out there.
Is that what y'all were talking about?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
I was wondering.
He has recently done a lot of art for a game, and he loves fantasy art, and he does amazing work. One of these days, actually, you guys are probably going to get a chance to see some of their art here at some point. He is an amazing artist. He really is. He's worked with Marvel. He's worked with Disney. One of the coolest people I've ever met.
He's so cheap.
I mean, I'd known him for and seen his art around and kind of followed his local art scene for a year before I ever knew he'd worked for Marvel, Disney, and Wizards of the Coast. He's done some magic work on magic cards.
Nice.
But yeah, he just finished in a game, and let me just pull up the name of the game. I know it's Dwarven something.
Yeah, because it was on the
Yeah.
poster thing. Well, while you're doing that, okay, so going kind of around with Free Comic Book Day, so I always recommend going out there, especially if you're trying to get back into comics or if you're trying to just dabble, if you want to see if it's something you like. A lot of these comics are single story comics, so you don't really need to know the backgrounds of all the characters. You can, as long as you kind of just know the basis of who's who. So for instance, I have read about a third of them already. So the storyline that they're leading with, you could definitely check those out. I'm sure some of these comic book stores still have some. I know Dragon's Den usually has a bunch still for a few weeks, and then they finally run out. So I would recommend definitely checking them out. Stop by your stores, check them out, help them out. See if it's something you like. And like I said, if it's something that you just want to get back into, I know I keep going in and out. So it's a good way to kind of catch back up with everybody, especially right now, because if you've read the comics in the last even 3 years, 4 years, they've done so many revamps of the entire universe, it's not even funny. So it's a good way to get back into it without knowing those revamps. Like Spider-Man's, I don't know what the hell they did to him, because he was a rich billionaire and then they screwed that up again, and now he's back to being the poor boy. So
he
I don't
squandered
know.
all his money away on hookers or blow.
No, he was a very successful businessman. They kept saying he was almost as rich as Tony Stark, actually.
That's the problem.
And-
He followed Tony Stark.
Oh man,
There's alcohol involved.
Yeah.
No, it was. I don't know. I have to read the storyline
There was
because
some
what
Sabat
happens.
and some rum.
Something.
Yeah.
I have to read the storyline to see what they did, because then right after he became the billionaire, they did that for a few months, and they're like, "Oh, we're revamping the entire Marvel universe. This is what's going to happen," and everybody died, and it's a whole weird
Dude,
story
are
with
they
Battle
trying to
World.
compete with Game of Thrones?
No, DC's doing the same thing.
Oh,
That's why you had the
wow.
Rebirth. DC had something called Rebirth, where
Oh,
you found
that's
out Dr. Manhattan is God.
Well, that makes sense.
That was ridiculous. It's ridiculous.
Have you seen the size of that man?
No, but it's ridiculous.
Giant
Keep him away.
wang.
Yeah.
Yep, that's exactly
Keep
what I
him
said.
away from all of it. He's not God. He was literally God. Like he's like, yeah, I created everything.
Well, see,
So,
and I hear. Well, I mean,
It's
but
anyway.
could that also be tying almost into like the ancient alien theory?
I don't know where they're going with it. So the whole story is that if you start reading Rebirth, it was a way to bring back Barry Allen as the Flash. It was a way to bring back Kid Flash. It was a way to bring back all these people that had been dead. So like Jason Todd was back, and it was their way of explaining why they're back is because they are basically like, I don't know, have you ever watched DC Legends of Tomorrow?
Yes, I love DC Legends of Tomorrow.
Okay, so it's basically those time ripples, those
Okay.
anomalies.
Okay.
That's basically all these were, and then Dr. Manhattan is like, "Ooh, you're not supposed to be here." He starts killing them off, or he captures them because he's like, "Oh well, you're not really supposed to be here.
Well,
You're
that kinda
causing
sounds,
issues."
That's kind of the way Dr. Manhattan rolls, though.
So yeah, but I just don't like the theory that he's the one that created Superman. He's the one that created everything in the entire universe. It's like we don't need that explanation. You know, we don't need that
Yeah.
God explanation. Just leave it alone.
Yeah.
So, but I do recommend check out Justice League No Justice. The prequel story is in the free comic book. That one's really good. Spider-Man has a good prequel coming out in it. I had read that steampunk one. I saw it. That was my next one.
Yeah,
before I stopped reading it.
I read that one every year, and it's always really good.
It looked like it was gonna be good. Though. I like the
Yeah.
artwork.
Yeah, yeah. Their one, like, I don't think they're part of the Xenoscape publications, but that was actually how I got into Xenoscape, was through Free Comic Book Day.
Oh, there you go.
Because that was how I kind of first got introduced to their Grim Fairy Tales.
Oh, okay. Their board game sucked.
Well, but their Grim Fairy Tales are
No,
awesome.
the artwork's amazing for that stuff.
Yeah. That's
J. Scott
what
Campbell
sucks
did a
me into
couple
that.
Speaking of new games,
What's up?
so one of our favorite series of games actually just got finished up on Kickstarter. Zombicide. They're doing a new space version called Invader.
Yeah.
They were trying to raise $250,000.
Where are they at?
$3.3 million.
And it's already funded.
It's already funded.
They're
No,
done.
I don't
Yeah.
think I don't think it's gonna make it.
Oh,
I think they're gonna cancel it.
yeah, right.
No. This isn't the this isn't the Robotech game.
No, but they were so excited because
Really?
as it was getting closer, they do their versions of characters. So like in the original, I don't know if you ever seen Evil Dead, Army of Darkness.
Mm-hmm.
They have Troy and Evil Troy. That's their version of the characters. So, anyways, in the sci-fi one, the new one they're doing, the new sci-fi one.
Yeah.
A throwback to Stephen Hawking.
I throw Stephen Hawking in a giant robotic war machine wheelchair.
Oh, nice.
Rick and Morty.
Alternate universe Rick and Morty, though, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like
Yeah.
it's
Which alternate universe?
When
Evil Morty.
Evil Morty.
Oh, okay. Eye Patch Morty.
It's just
Yeah, Eye Patch
they
Morty.
make them
Yeah.
look like that, but then of course
Yeah.
you have Doc Brown and Marty McFly.
I remember you told me that one right.
Multi-pass.
Yeah, Leeloo Dallas from so they
No.
they actually pulled a lot of the different sci-fi character tropes, and it was kind of funny. They did like a three character set for Blade Runner. So I mean, they're really, and they're not named the same, but you look at them and go, okay, that's Decker.
Yeah,
Yeah, because they can't say the name.
And she has multi-pass.
But
They get hit with licensing, so.
oh yeah,
Say-
but
what
still,
say,
it's
this
fun
is
though.
a
It's
space
fun.
creature. See
But
what happens.
yeah, it's really, I'm really excited about that because I've
That's
been
cool.
playing Zombicide since it first came out.
That comes out when it's supposed to first shipment's supposed to come out.
First
February
shipments-
2019.
So
Yeah.
I got about a year, dude.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but they just released Green Horde, which is their last expansion on the Black Plague, which is their
Well, I remember
D&D
that one.
version.
But it's
Yeah.
also
that.
that one that was also able to be played alone. So
Yeah, it's a
unlike
standalone.
Wolfsburg, so with Green Horde you can either play it in combination with Zombicide, Black Plague, and Wolfsburg, or you can play it as a standalone game.
so
And that works. I mean, that'll be fun.
Zombicide is one of those great games. In fact, it was actually brought to the attention of my supervisor by one of the other guys in the team.
Really?
Yeah, they wanted to use it as a team building exercise. I couldn't stop laughing. I'm like,
Yes.
no, because no one's going to survive, and then the whole team's going to be depressed.
I mean, yeah.
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 Because that game's one of those ones that, like, the moment somebody decides to go off on their own, the whole party gets wiped. It's beautiful.
I mean, that's true. But I've done it to where there's at least one guy
you
alive.
never split the party.
And I wasn't the one that went off on my own. It was someone else.
Yeah.
And I remember I had to, I was like, crap, you just left me. Like, they literally left me alone because they were like, we're going to go do this. And I was like, great. And there was, a bunch of rooms of zombies. I was like, I'm just going to book it. And I'm just going to pray because, I'm the last one. And I booked it and we ended up winning. I don't know how the hell I pulled that out of my ass, but I did. It's a fun game. I recommend it. The other, it's not in stores, is it? The
Zombicide, Black Plague,
and original Zombicide are.
The original Zombicide are, and Green Horde just actually came out.
Yeah,
nice.
It's really great if you have large groups.
It's best in large groups.
That's one of the better parts about it. Is a lot of times, and the problem we run into is we have a lot of friends that play a lot of board games or are willing to play board games. Or it's like, hey guys, we're all bored. What do we want to do? Let's play some games.
Yeah. The game the other night was 12 players.
Yeah.
2 separate teams of survivors.
Yeah.
It was a blast.
But the problem that we run into is a lot of board games are 1 to 4 players or 1 to 6 players. Zombicide, I mean, if you really wanted to get crazy with it and you had all the expansions, you could play up to 200 people in the original.
I think the largest group for Zombicide was that we played is like 21 or 22, I think.
Yeah. So, I mean, but you have all these extra characters and there's no real limit.
It just takes time once you get that many people.
It does, but it's worth it. And like I think that one most I played with was like 5 people, and I felt that was a nice number to play at. To be honest, that's how it felt at least.
Yeah, well, we've seen more where the more they start doing it, they actually get larger and larger groups, so the map gets bigger.
Gotcha.
Yeah. More zombie entry points. And
I mean, but like you said, it just takes forever at that point. So it depends how much time y'all have.
But at the same time, being able to play a really large map and finishing it. It's great because at the end of it, you're just like, "Oh, thank God we survived."
Yeah.
Oh, I bet. Well, except for him, he died, but he got ran over, but we escaped and we all won. So
who died?
In our one game.
Yeah,
you ran somebody over.
No, we had 2 teams, and the whole object of the game was the 2 teams had to get gasoline in the car. Get in the car. The only way to leave the map was by a car.
And car can only hold 4 people.
Car can only hold 4 people, so there was a couple of different cars. Well. Our team literally got to the car and we didn't have enough gas. We were going to go get more gas. And one of the other members of our team got in front of the car. One of the opposing teams, like, ran over. I've got 1 gas car to give it to you if you let me jump in.
Oh my God.
Jumped in. Well, then because she was the next one to go, she drove the car and ran him over.
Yep.
Oh, poor guy.
Yeah, well. But I mean, again, zombie apocalypse rules kind of go out the window.
Well, there's that, and I mean, here's the thing.
What happened to the other car? Wait, I'm curious.
At that point, the other
everybody else was just like,
everyone else lost at that point.
Everyone was laughing so hard that he got ran over. They were just like, yeah, you guys win, we're done.
That's funny. So one thing I didn't tell y'all, I played a game called Secret Hitler the other day.
I have seen that game. It looks really epic and hilarious.
Didn't they do?
Yeah, they did that.
They did it on tabletop, didn't they?
Yep, they did. That's where I saw it from. It was on tabletop.
Oh, yeah. I didn't see it. I literally walked in and they were like, "Hey, you want to play?" I was like, "Hey, cool. I got like an hour to kill. So what do you want? What do you do?" That was actually really fun. It was kind of funny though because.
But I'm not going to.
Well, everyone was at the table was like, "Well, isn't this kind of racist?" And the guy who brought it was actually Jewish too. So we're both like, "We're Jews. Does that count?" I mean, we're okay with it. And they're like, "Okay, yeah, I guess." And they were like, "Well,
so let me get this straight." So a bunch of people sitting around a table, and all of a sudden someone's like, "Wow, isn't this game a little?" Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Nazis are the only people we can still make fun of without too many people getting upset.
No, not anymore.
Oh,
neo-Nazism in Georgia.
But you know what's really funny? And I have to say because I just thought when you said that. Do you know that if you watch the movie Demolition Man now, we're now closer as a society to what they show in the movie?
No, I have to watch it.
You don't believe me? Watch it. I was like, oh my God, they're so right.
Well,
and the more I watched it, I'm like, oh my God.
Think about it though. Guess what else? Other movie we recently watched that we're pretty close that kind of was
Mad Max.
Was discussing. No, Angry Birds. Because what was the deal? Everyone has to be happy. You can't be angry. You can't be different. Terrence.
I'm not Terrence.
Make the face.
You're Terrence.
He's Terrence.
You're Terrence. I just have to look at the camera. I can see your Terrence.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But yeah, it was a fun little game. I recommend it. A lot of it reminded me of a longer version of Coup.
Yeah.
Because you just have to lie, depending if you're Hitler, liberal, or was it fascist or fascist?
Yeah.
So if you play one of those people, so liberals try to have to either kill Hitler or at least get the most votes. So it's pretty fun, and it's like at the end of it, there's like little things that can happen towards the end of it. And so we were playing, and I forgot who it was, and they're like, "Well, there's a part where you can just shoot somebody randomly just to hope you hit Hitler or hit one of the fascists." So they're like, "Well, who do I kill? Who do I kill?" I just pointed at one chick. I was like, "Kill her." Okay, and everyone's like, "Wait, why didn't you just let me talk about it?" I was like, "I think it's her," and she was like, "Well, I asked who do I shoot?" And he just pointed. He was the first one, so I was like, "Okay." Sure enough, we ended up shooting the right one. So I was like,
but see, that's the thing too. In those kind of games,
do you have like
a
special
lot of
Hitler detector?
I think that's the Jewish part of me.
Is that,
you know,
that
it's just
is,
like right there.
That's your superpower.
Yeah, it's right there.
Really?
I mean, it was.
So
just
don't
funny.
do me a favor. Just do me a favor. Don't play Wolfenstein 2. Just then don't.
Why? I've been playing Wolfenstein.
Wolfenstein
that's
2
the
is
Nazi
amazing.
one, right?
Yeah.
I
That's
thought-
what
No,
we
Wolfenstein in general is Nazi.
Well, I have the first one, or the first remake, I think.
Yeah.
And then
The new
that's
one
what I'm
is
saying is
amazing.
because you can't make fun of Nazis because they almost banned the newest game of it
Oh, that is
because
so ridiculous.
the actual people who are neo-Nazis and all that were like, no, you're portraying Nazis in an evil way and blah blah blah. They actually tried really hard to stop the game.
Well, it wasn't just the neo-Nazis. They said a lot of the stuff they saw was like definitely the alt-left or alt-right, whichever direction.
Yeah.
Whatever. But let's put things into perspective.
It's
We've all read
just a
history
game.
books. Nazis did a lot of heinous things.
Yeah, but
They
they're
did.
also trying to remove all that stuff from history books because we don't want it to seem like.
Well, I
history
might as
was
well start
about-
telling people the South won then.
Give them time. They're going to change the history books to where it wasn't a civil war.
It was a dispute.
It was a police action. No,
Police
I wish I was
action.
joking about this,
Everybody
but then you
died.
think about they're trying to change everything so everything looks
You know, and
kinder and
that's-
gentler.
And that's why I don't get, the whole point of, like, they're taking down these Confederate statues of everybody, and it's like, this is history. They're not there to honor these people. It's for us to remember where we fucked up, and it's like
Where we've been.
Let's remember these guys were bad, what they did, so that way, okay, look, it's repeating itself. Let's squash it before it comes back around. But no, let's make him president.
Yeah.
I mean,
Stop.
I didn't
Okay,
vote for it.
wait.
I'm done.
Why are we doing politics?
I'm
on
done. I
this?
said because it was Hitler.
And Demolition Man.
Yeah,
Demolition Man's an amazing movie.
that solves everything. Demolition.
Wesley Snipes is an amazing actor in that movie. That man.
With his Dennis
Would that be
Rodman
before
style
or
of
after he
hair.
pays taxes?
Hey, I'm gonna tell you right now. You don't believe me? You watch that movie and you watch it. Every role that every character has played, even God, I'm not a fan of him, but even Dennis Leary on his rant about what I've seen in the future, and it's a 47-year-old virgin sitting in a silk kimono eating the broccoli and banana shake, singing "I'm an Oscar Mayer wiener." We're close. We're getting there.
We're talking about Demolition Man, a 40-year-old virgin now.
No, Demolition Man.
Okay, just making
Again,
sure. 'Cause
watch the movie, man. It's an amazing.
I have to watch it.
You got nothing going on tonight. Watch the movie.
No, I have to do other stuff tonight. It's called updating programs and fixing that. That's what I've been doing. I've been trying to get all this stuff set for this. So hopefully it'll look.
Give us
nicer.
time. We're getting it better for you guys. We're working hard for you guys.
I mean, yeah.
I can't stop.
Pinky, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
Yeah, but I don't think they have rubber pants in my size.
Give me a sewing machine and some rubber pants. We can make them your size.
I had something for that too. I was gonna say it. I can't remember now. I was gonna do something with sewing. I can't remember it because I was going to ask you a question about sewing, and then it's just I don't remember. I honestly don't. Okay, so question as well. Sea of Thieves. Are you still wanting to play it?
Of
Well,
course.
yeah,
Since you
but I
have-
thought we were jumping.
No.
back in-
I'm just asking because a lot of people are jumping ship from it now.
No,
So
I
wanna know, are you still wanting? Are you
Oh
still
God,
like,
yes.
play Sea of
Okay,
Thieves?
do you know that game is like one of the most relaxing, fun, chill times I have?
Really?
Like trying just to play by myself. Like I've done it before, and everyone complains of how hard it's single. I will literally enjoy just sailing on the ocean and doing my little quick quests, looking out for everybody else. You do what you got to do. But honestly, that game to me is all about having fun with your friends.
Mm-hmm. So let me ask you this: since you like just sailing, is it because you were in the Navy, or you just feel just in general? Is it just
because
relaxing?
of how it's relaxing? Just if you watch, except for in the middle of a storm.
Yeah.
No, seriously though, just being out on the ocean, knowing okay, I'm going to this point, and just sitting there. You're steering the ship. You look around, the sounds, a little bit of a music if you put the music on, the waves of the ocean. It's just so, you're just so relaxed. And honestly, don't get me wrong. I know a lot of people love to play, Call of Duty and Modern Warfare.
I mean,
This is not the game
But here's
for
the
you.
thing. But here's the thing.
PUBG.
Those games you jump PUBG. You jump in the middle. What is it? Go, 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 go. Oh my God, I died. Hey, look, I got a frying pan. Okay, it's just like boom, boom, boom. And the thing is
Go to
you
the
know
fight
what?
that every time.
But the whole point is though, in
Rapunzel
games,
fest.
I Diablo 3 in a while.
God,
And the
that's
thing
years.
is, Diablo 3, as much action as there in it, it's still kind of your own pace. You enjoy it. You just kind of play. Where like a lot of the first-person shooters, a lot of the games, they're constant, fast-paced, action-packed. America Cry 5. It's action, 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 and it's like, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Sometimes you want that, but like a game like Sea of Thieves. It's so amazing, and I was like, that was into the port without getting robbed and fighting against the storm. That's fun, but there's a lot of times. Sometimes you just want to enjoy, like, get sucked into the game.
Yeah.
And a lot of the stuff I'm hearing that's coming up for Sea of Thieves.
Yeah.
A 3-person ship, more than 16 players, a first day pass. We like the ones. No,
that's
he
what
does it to
happens.
himself. Is a lot of people, you know, they play these games. I understand that life sucks sometimes, and sometimes games are your outlet, and I get that. But when these doubts, but then that ship just disappeared. Like we didn't see where it went. All of a sudden, it was just gone off the map. So, you know,
Thank you, developers.
we don't know if it was the developers. We're not
Shout
trying
out
to
to
say
you guys.
that. We don't know who it was. But the point was, though, if you have people that their whole purpose is to just screw up somebody's day,
Here's the thing.
I mean, that's
go
what
play PUBG.
I think when it comes to video games, here's the
Yeah.
problem with, and this is where a lot of people kind of maybe weren't enjoying Sea of Thieves the way they thought they would. When you buy a game, you need to take a look at yourself. Look a long look in that mirror and say, what kind of gamer am I? Do I play Call of Duty for the story, or do I play Call of Duty for multiplayer?
both for me.
See,
Didn't
I
you get
play.
rid of story mode?
Black Ops 2 for 360 did
Yeah.
not have a story mode for that 360, but Xbox One did. So it was
So-
literally if you still on the 360,
Yeah.
you just want to play multiplayer.
So, like, someone like me, or like Halo. Now, Halo multiplayer is fun. It doesn't matter. You can die 100 times. It's fun. Call of Duty multiplayer
with me, then
is a little different. No, I'd still play with you. It'd still be hilarious.
I'd probably be so pissed.
You would, but
Why is my screen blue?
no, because you know what you'd keep hearing? You're like, dude, she died again. But you'd be like, kill from the grave. As I like kamikaze killed somebody. You know.
I mean, that's okay if you do it that way.
Yeah,
that's fine.
you know,
I'll let that.
you
slide.
hear a lot of that
And
from
see, that's
me.
the thing too. Even playing Halo back multiplayer, even that wasn't. I mean, I've seen videos, and I watch videos of some of these people playing these games, and it's like, dude, I understand that you might have some deep-seated rage issues, but dude,
It's true.
seriously.
Well, but here's the thing. I really think it gets down to what kind of gamer are you. I like playing games for the story.
Yeah.
Wolfenstein? Oh, I'm totally playing that for the story. Like, I'll play it over so I can do other messed up stuff to get different stories. That's me as a player.
Yeah.
I enjoy that. I can take or leave multiplayer, like where if I'm gonna run around and have like some 7-year-old like try and impress me with his profane vernacular. Whatever. Usually I just mute them.
Put a bullet in their head and walk
yeah,
off. That's
yeah,
all I
exactly.
do.
I'm like, whatever. Bah. Yeah, it's great, kid. Go cry to your mom that someone just shot you in the head again.
I've seriously done that to somebody. They'll come up and they're just like, I believe, and these little okay, I'm done listening to you talk like a baby. I am done.
Yeah.
I kill you. I am now killing you for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Where are you?
Well, but I'm talking about the kids.
See, this is why I play Diablo 3 because I just want to enjoy some stories, some things. I like the Crusader.
Yeah.
You're over there trying to shoot children in the head.
It's when you've got that little kid who's like,
I like that should not be on this game. First of all,
yeah,
parents check the ratings.
Yeah,
Oh,
check the
please.
ratings. Quit letting your 7-year-olds play Call of Duty.
You guys realize that parents will not take a look at that rating until something happens, and then they can blame the game.
Well, yeah. But
But it
that's
was
totally
Dean's fault, not-
that's totally beside the point, Mister. How do we keep talking about politics? Anyway,
That's not politics. It's just stupid people.
It's,
yeah,
I kinda
but
get
he's
that
gonna
one.
start tangenting.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I'm nipping that tangent dragon in the butt right
But
now.
yeah, I mean, that's true though. You got people who want story, and you got people who just want to kill.
Yeah. Sea of Thieves, if you want story or you want a great gameplay or you want great graphics, if you're that World of Warcraft player that just wants to like fish and grind, Sea of Thieves is for you.
No grinding.
Well, you kind of
That is grind.
We're talking about video games, sir. Is the graphics? Oh, you're gonna love Sea of Thieves.
And that's why I want to bring it up though, because
Yeah.
I know it's lost a lot of players. They had at one point like 2 million, I think they were saying, but now they've kind of trickled down because everyone's mad that it wasn't a complete game. And it's at some point, yes, I agree with that. At the other points, I don't. But that's why I wanted to like.
Alright, I
I
gotta
know.
Is there ever such a thing as a complete
hold on.
game?
Now you have to ask. What do you mean by it wasn't a complete game?
Okay, so I think
There's no end?
There's no. The end game is there. But a lot of the things I was reading up on and hearing is that, like, the Kraken, if you jump down the water and try to fight it, there's nothing there.
Okay, first off, end game. Is there an end to World of Warcraft?
No.
But
There's an end goal, though. There's
there's
still
not.
an end game.
no,
No,
there's not.
there's
They
no
just
end
give you
game.
another expansion.
Well, again, there's an end game until the expansion. I'll
Look,
give
they
you
have
that.
Kung Fu Pandas, for God's sakes.
They do. I wanted to play it when that came out.
Yeah,
so
I kind of
almost got back in.
I kind of wanted to play
Almost got me.
Pandora. Yeah.
It almost got me.
Okay,
And someone's
so
still
the
getting
Kraken wasn't underneath. Okay.
Kraken wasn't there. The repetitiveness of the treasures and all that, and that does get repetitive after a while.
But at the same time, when you're first starting out, as you're starting as a new pirate, you don't think your missions are going to be go find this treasure, go catch this chicken.
I agree. I just don't like the creature one that much. That's the ones I get kind of bored with. But then I always just do something else while you guys are catching things. Like hey, look what I found, guys! Oh god, there's a shark.
Yeah. So, oh no, it's Megalodon.
But no.
Maybe he'll come out.
Maybe.
No, but I mean, expansion. But again, people were like, well, you couldn't see what the Kraken looked like. You weren't supposed to go underwater to fight the Kraken. You're supposed to fight the tentacles. And I understand. I do understand. But at the same time, people wanted, and I'm sorry, I knew just from, because I was interested in the game, I was going to the website, I was watching the videos, I knew what I was getting into. Most people go, oh, this is a great game, I'm going to get on the hype. Hey, look, they've got a limited edition controller. I'm going to buy 10 of them so I can sell them for 5 times the price. That was what they looked at. People weren't like people who want to get into a game. Good example. I love the lore behind StarCraft. I do. And the fact that the 20th anniversary is coming up, I hear they're doing some stuff for it. There's some great lore there. I played the game, so playing StarCraft 2, I knew what I was getting into. I heard a lot of people go, oh, well, it's so nerfed if they just do this, if they just use the Zerg. That's what the Zerg are, okay? But the point is, if you buy a game because everyone tells you how great it is, but you don't know anything about the game...
It's not anything else. You was a little more into the missions sometimes. I think I would like that more.
That's buy another piece of the map to know where all the stuff is.
Yeah, I could like that more.
But, again...
But
so, Sea of Thieves, hear us out. Sponsored, like to be sponsored, just saying.
I think one of my other things, though, like that you found, and then I looked them up more, that's where I liked it more, was the islands that weren't on the map.
Those ones I found by accident.
Yeah, and then when I researched them more, I was like, oh, there's actually caverns. We can go under and see and find this. That's where I got back into it more. Because, again, it's like that exploration I like.
Yeah.
But then I think it's my problem is those days where I told you I was playing by myself, and each island I was going to was just people camping to kill me.
Yeah.
And I got tired of it, and I literally was like, fine, you guys want to do this? I'm going to be a thorn in your side, and you will leave eventually, or I will kill you.
And that's part of the problem. That's one thing. But I think they're also trying to work with that. The developers are really trying to work with it.
Yeah.
But again, they're like, oh, it wasn't a complete game. I think it was a complete game. It was just not what people were thinking of and wanting. Because they were like... I mean, I remember watching that got my attention. So when I heard it was coming back out, I was like, I really want to get on this game. Because... they'd said, it takes a while, developers. I get that. I don't want, honestly, I know
better before they were popping out a game every year. When it was like one game, then 5 years later, the next game.
And that's why they stopped doing it now. They're not one a year anymore.
Yeah.
They finally realized we're not really making any money.
No, they're literally.
Well, not only that, they're not really changing anything either. They just changed the graphics, the location slightly, and there you go.
And that's why they stopped doing it. That's why Assassin's Creed Origins is actually...
No.
That was Syndicate. Syndicate's right now.
Yeah, that's
okay.
3 was a few months back.
Okay.
So pretty much if you just have Xbox Live Gold long enough, you should have every single Assassin's Creed except for the newest one.
Yeah.
I think they've released every single one as a game with gold already. Maybe missing one of those. But literally, I bought the first one and the second one...
Wrap it up and call it a night for the week.
Yeah.
Feel free to like and comment what you're seeing. Feel free, as you can see in the bottom there, we've got our page as well as our home page, so that way you guys can go check out the
actual page. I am still working on it. It takes the graphic designs and stuff soon.
We're working on it.
We are.
So, but hey, like I said, we're a work in progress too. So hey, tell us what you guys want to see. What topics are you curious about? Feel free to post here in the comments, and then that way we.